over yet? It gives me great pleasure right now to introduce to you the head of films at E1 UK. Please make some noise for Alex Hamilton!
Good evening, everybody. Good evening to all those inside the cinemas of Leicester Square, and good evening to all of you outside in the square. On behalf of Entertainment One, I'd like to welcome you to the European premiere of The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 2. This has been an extraordinary set of movies that we've been very privileged to work upon. This is the epic conclusion. Epic conclusion. We've also had an extraordinary journey in hosting events for these movies in London. We started off in the View Cinema over there for the premiere of Twilight. We then moved south to Battersea Park for a unique fan event for New Moon. We came back to the square and the midsummer heat of a premiere for Eclipse. And then, special cheer here please, we went out to the Olympic borough of Stratford for the premiere of Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 1. And now we're home, back in the spiritual home of UK premieres in London's Leicester Square for the Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 2. And this time, we're not in one cinema, we're in 3 cinemas. The View, the Odeon Leicester Square, and the Empire Leicester Square. With all of these events comes many, many special memories and many special thanks. Firstly, I'd like to thank our partners at Summit Entertainment, Lionsgate, who've entrusted us with their crown jewels. I'd like to thank all our partners in exhibition, in retail, in the digital space, in broadcasting, all our agencies, the technical and publicity teams that put such effort and expertise into tonight's event, our wonderful premiere production company, Heart Productions, and indeed everybody at Entertainment One. We've worked so hard on these films over the past 4 years. But there are 2 sets of people that probably deserve the greatest thanks. Firstly, I'd really like to thank the actors and filmmakers for their unfailing support for the UK releases of these movies. Please put your hands together for all of the actors and filmmakers of the Twilight Saga. But ultimately, the greatest set of thanks must go to you, the fans of Twilight in the UK, who've made this such a special journey for us all. You are the people that bring this all together, so thank you very much for that. Right, we now have a few guests. Firstly, I'd like to welcome onto the balcony the producer of all of the Twilight movies, Mr. Wick Godfrey.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you everyone for being such great supporters of the movie here. The guy that I want to bring out is a guy that I'm incredibly indebted to. He has spent every day of the last 2 years working on both parts of Breaking Dawn. He's done a masterful job with this movie, and I think you're all going to be blown away. And it's been just a pleasure becoming his friend. So here he is, Bill Condon, the director of Breaking Dawn Part 2.